Hey, how's it going? Well, it's another beautiful day, as you can see, and today I want to talk about conditioning. Well, what is conditioning? Well, conditioning is done by your environment, by the people around you. As I told you last time, you are programmed, okay? And those programmed thoughts keep coming into your head. They're put there by everyone. And you were conditioned to accept your programming, okay? And this conditioned thinking, which you can't escape, is part of you until you accept who you are. Now, what is being awakened? Well, many people call it presence, many people call it a lot of things. But what it is stopping the conditioned, programmed thoughts that are in your head. And how do we do that? By accepting and recognizing that that isn't you. Now, the essence of your being, okay, is the inner dimension, your soul, okay, which has for you love, okay, joy, peace, wisdom, creativity. All that stuff is within you in your soul, okay? An access to the inner dimension. But as long as you're stuck or trapped in your prison of conditioned, programmed thought, you can't access that love. You can't access that joy. You can't access the peace. So, what we want to do, okay, is change things up for yourself, okay? And that means not accepting what you have been given, okay? What you've been given is programming, okay? And conditioning to accept that programming, okay? And if you want to be free, you need to accept that you are not you. Now, a lot of people talk about karma. Karma is, strictly speaking, your conditioned thoughts, okay? That's your karma. And as long as you are in the midst or trapped by those thoughts, you will be trapped in prison. And every time you have a conditioned, programmed thought, you're born into it. That's what rebirth is. Okay? Anyway. The main thing to remember is that you are not the thinker. Okay? You are the hearer of thoughts. You're not doing the thinking. Your fake identity is doing the thinking. A lot of people call it the ego. Okay? But your fake identity is running the show. And until you break free of it by recognizing who you really are, which is a soul, you aren't going to be able to, get free. So what is freedom? Well, freedom is being able to not think the thoughts, the conditioned, programmed thoughts that are constantly going in your mind, okay? Some people have bad thoughts, and they can't help doing what they do. I mean, the fact is that you're unconscious, okay? And until you gain consciousness, by accepting what is, you're going to do unconscious stuff, okay? Like choosing the same man over and over again, or going back to prison over and over again. Even though you know that's bad for you, okay? You can't help it because your conditioned mind is just, it's trapped in that thought pattern, okay? I'm hoping that most of you aren't in prison, but if you are, remember, you are a soul. You're not a person. So, I don't know if you've ever experienced this, but in the gap between two thoughts is your awakening, okay? That moment between the two thoughts, okay? You can capture that moment and, make it longer so that you're not thinking, okay? Thinking is the number one thing you need to let go of. And I know it's hard to not think, okay? But once you realize and recognize that you are not the one doing the thinking, it gets easier. Now, this conditioning was carried out by your environment, by your parents, okay? And if you had a bad environment, you're going to have bad conditioning, and you're going to do bad things based on that. But no matter what kind of environment you were born into, you're still going to be trapped, okay? So, try to remember who you are. You are a soul. You're not a person. Yes, you have memories of being a person. You have a past, but that past shouldn't rule you, okay? And for most people, it does rule you. And that is kind of a bad thing, okay? You are not your past. You are not the conditioned thoughts that run rampant through your mind. You are a soul. You are love. You're a being of light. Okay? Now, every day when you go out in the world, try to feel, okay, that that's the case. Okay? And remember that you have the ability to stop the thinking. Plenty of people have said to me, I can't stop my thinking. Okay? But the fact is you can. You just have to have the understanding of the fact that you're not doing the thinking. Okay? I mean, I'm not the best spiritual teacher out there. There's plenty of other good ones, okay? But what I've found is that a lot of spiritual teachers talk in riddles. I'm trying to give it to you straight, okay? Without the riddles. I mean, and I get where they're coming from. Every day when you have these thoughts, try to identify the gap between the thoughts and see how you feel in that moment. The present moment is all we have. Okay? And if you are constantly thinking about the past and the future, or just thinking about stuff you want to do, then you can't see or feel this moment. Okay? Your life is moving onwards. Okay? Every moment is the now. Okay? And that now is the only thing that you have. And that now is really great. Okay? Being in the now is the greatest thing that you as a human can do. And, well, anyway. I encourage you to comment if you have any questions about anything I've said, and I will answer them in the comments. So please let me know if what I'm saying about being awakened is confusing, or you're not getting it. Okay? I love you all because you're me, and I'm you because we're all one. I know that's hard to wrap your mind around, but it's true. A piece of God was broken off and put into you. Okay? That piece of God is still God. Okay? And that's the soul that you are. Okay? And when you die, when your body dies, when your form dies, that piece of soul is going to go back to God. Okay? And become part of Him again. Or the source, if you like. I don't really like how God has been anthropomorphed, whatever the word is. Okay? He's not an old man with a gray beard in the clouds. He's the source of all life on this planet. Even using the he doesn't sit well with me. Okay, well, I guess that's it. I'll let you go. Take care, and remember who you are.